I.C.E in St. Moritz, and we are celebrating automotive culture here. And obviously, you cannot have automotive culture without one name, Koenigsegg. So welcome Christian von Koenigsegg here on the frozen lake where we're standing now.
Yeah, it's amazing. What a venue, what a place. Nice people, nice cars, it couldn't be better.
I think what I have to say is, of course, you're from Sweden. Of course, you know how to drive on the snow. Of course, I think you drove on a frozen lake. But is that the first time a Koenigsegg has been driven outside of Sweden on a frozen lake?
Maybe, at least as far as I'm aware. Maybe some customers had some fun somewhere,
Yeah.
who knows? You know?
Yeah, of course. But officially,
yeah,
let's say
let's say officially.
That's very good. So, you know, we at Classic Driver, we also celebrating automotive culture. This is what we do since 1998. And your beginnings were very similar to ours because they were very humble, the beginnings. Tell us more about this. What was the first initial part of the making of Koenigsegg?
I started the company back in 1994. I was 22 years old, basically a kid with a big dream, with a very small garage and a few friends helping out. After 2 years, we had made the first running prototype.
Wow.
And what's amazing about that, it's here and driving on the ice yesterday and this afternoon.
Absolutely right. We saw this, and I mean, the color is amazing.
It's pretty wild.
It's really wild, and I also like it says prototype on the back.
Yes, on the wing. Exactly.
I think it's very nice. So, if you look at this car, would you ever imagine to have this car, which we talk later about, coming to reality?
Well, it was always the hope,
yeah.
and the dreams were always big. So I guess I was open for all outcomes.
Yeah.
And one outcome was, of course, that one step after another, it will become something. Build one car, hopefully the first owner enjoys that and we can sell another one and another one. And that is sort of what happened in the end. It's a very step-by-step process. For sure, it was one of the potential outcomes, but it was against all odds, so there were also other potential outcomes.
I mean, we are very happy with the outcome, that I can promise you. And the outcome is one of the latest outcomes here, which is also the eldest outcome in a way. Tell us more about this, and I'd leave it completely to you.
Yeah, so this is the CC8S. This was the first production car. So after this prototype, in 96, 97, we started developing this car. And we showcased the first pre-series car at the Paris Motor Show in 2000, where we sold our first car ever. And this was the first customer car ever delivered in 2002. So this is the origins of Koenigsegg into the marketplace. The first thing we ever created. When we started developing this car, we were a company of 6-7 people. And when it was finished and production was up and running, we were 12 people. And I drove this car yesterday from Zurich to St. Moritz, together with 6 other Koenigsegg's of different generations in a caravan. It was such a throwback in time and memory lane, but mostly I'm like shocked how contemporary it still feels and how this small group of people, never having developed or delivered a car before, could do this. I'm very thankful to the young version of myself being able to do this. I don't know how he did it or his colleagues, but there it is. And that brought us to this point in time today. And I had it out on the ice, having a lot of fun this morning.
I mean, we saw that,
yes,
but you had
a bit too much
lot
fun.
of fun. That's okay.
A little bit of paint that shows we were here. But
Absolutely.
It was super fun and well balanced, and the horns grew out a bit, I guess.
Of course. And that's very easy because, I mean, this is a fantastic track and it's absolutely amazing, and it's not too easy to drive on that track as well.
But it was really good today.
Yeah.
So.
Give us a bit of a tech feature of this particular car, please.
Yeah, so it was one of the world's first cars in production with the carbon fiber monocoque that we made ourselves. This carbon fiber body, as can be seen underneath the paint.
Absolutely.
It took the Guinness World Record for the most powerful homologated production car in the world, with at the time 655 horsepower.
Wow.
So that was at the time considered to be wild. And now it's quite normal, of course. And it also won the Red Dot Award for Excellent Design as our first product. So I think we kind of hit the ground running with this one. And we wanted to create a very naked body, a sort of a minimalistic Scandinavian version of a supercar, as they were called back then. And I think it also sort of was really part of starting the idea of the hypercars, where it had gone beyond the supercars a bit. It didn't exist at the time, but it quickly sort of, our cars grew into the hypercars, and later we sort of created the mega car genre with a 1-to-1 over there, which was the world's first car ever in production with a 1 megawatt engine. So mega car was the idea behind that.
How much of this is in nowadays production cars?
For sure, there's a clear lineage. So if you look at all the cars up till the Agera, no, even the Regera, the wheelbase is the same, the width is almost the same, the cockpit area is almost the same. The CCX and CCXR were a little bit bigger than the CC8S, a little bit taller. Then it kind of stayed the same. When the Jesso came, we extended the wheelbase. And let's say every generation has sort of little improvements everywhere. For example, the wheel bearings got bigger, the uprights went from fabricated steel into machined aluminium and then into 3D printing. But the basics have stayed very, very similar.
Yes.
And I would say when I drove the CC8S yesterday, I would say the format and how you sit and the packaging is what you see in today's hypercars, but not back in the day, in the end of the 90s. So it really set the tone, I would say, and it's more everyone else going in this direction than us changing direction to something else. That's why I think it still feels very contemporary today.
I have to say, you know that I'm a big admirer of the Veyron, because I think the Veyron was a fantastic product thought by a genius engineer, Mr. Pirch. And even the car is like so old, 20 years. It looks still
amazing. Still contemporary, I would say.
Still contemporary.
It's timeless as well.
I see the same thing here. Your cars age very well, and this applies also to you, by the way. But joking apart, in one sentence, what does it mean to drive a Koenigsegg?
Well, it means becoming one with the machine. I would say we have been focusing a lot on sort of the idea of synaptic contact to the road. You sort of dress the car. It's not cramped really, but it's snug, and it's a bit. I mean, it's a bit like a robotic suit that extends your abilities. Not a lot of aids, but of course the aids that you need for homologation and stuff like that. So it's a very connected car. It becomes an extension of yourself more than most cars I've driven. You, the whole family, Hodora, your kids, everyone is really so close to those who might never afford a Koenigsegg. And we saw them when you're like the rock star here, right? Everyone is stopping you and you patiently go on and on. How do you see the future of Koenigsegg? So first of all, I mean, I was a kid who could not afford anything like this. I was definitely part of the same crowd, and I loved supercars at the time and had them on my wall. So for me, this is for everyone. It's not only for the owners or for the creators. It's keeping the dream alive and showing what's possible and inspiring others to do other things or similar things or whatever for the better of mankind or whatever.
Absolutely.
To show there's excitement in the world. So I think it's going down the path of pushing what's possible performance-wise, and sort of paving our own path of what a mega car, hypercar is, not really following trends, with the objective of creating the most intoxicating, amazing experience of driving we can. Well,
what are these borders?
That's a good question. We're kind of stumbling into them sometimes, and you have to back off and trying something else. So I would call the borders are a bit fluid and changing with time. Let's see, and it will be a great time ahead, I'm sure. Christian, it's always very good to speak to you because it's very inspiring, I have to say. And last thing, it's the first time you're here in St. Moritz at the ICE. What is your takeaway from this event? The scenery is stunning, the people are amazing. I mean, there's so much enthusiasm here for the automotive, old and new, the mix. And yes, the vibe is fantastic. Perfect. I think that's it. Thank you very much, Christian, for spending your time. I know that it's very busy times, and also for take us a little bit in the dream world of Koenigsegg. My pleasure. Always good to see you. Thank you for having us. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you.